Hey, welcome back, y'all. Today I'd like to do just a very simple, very gentle set of movements that might release tension in your neck. I want to start by saying whether this releases tension in your neck or not depends on a lot of factors. So you may find different results from day to day, and results may vary from person to person. It's really important, therefore, that you pay attention to what you feel before, during, and after practice. And if you have any medical concerns going on in your neck, make sure that you see your doctor and get those checked out first, and make sure that you're cleared to do the neck movements in this video. We're going to start by just checking in with your neck. So you can sit on the floor or in a chair, or you could stand up. But just start to feel what's going on in your neck right now. Maybe you have some sensations of tension or pain just at rest. And then if it feels okay, we're just going to start to explore some small movements. So you might think about moving the crown of your head in a circle, or side to side, or forward and back. Starting to check in with some of the sensations that you feel and the noises that you might hear in your neck. So the noises themselves are not concerning, but they can be really interesting to check in with. Now, if you're already getting some pain or other discomfort in your neck, you're going to make these movements as small as you like. And we're just keeping the sensations light here. So not going into any places that feel particularly painful. So after you've checked out some movements in your neck and kind of gotten a sense of how your neck feels right now at the beginning of the practice, we're going to do a little bit of gentle neck movement. These, for the most part, are not going to feel like stretches. So it might be different from the way you're used to approaching your neck. With my clients, I find that stretches are not the most effective when it comes to relieving neck pain and tension on any kind of long-term basis. Sometimes they're not even effective in the short term. You may have had this experience yourself. They can feel good, but they don't necessarily change things about how your neck feels. So we're going to start out by just turning the head to the side, keeping the chin level. Go nice and slow, and see if you can recognize when you start to feel something new. It might feel like some stretch or pull or pain, some kind of new sensation, a little bit of resistance cropping up somewhere in your neck. And then if that comes up, you're just going to pause there. Breathe and observe. So we're not pushing past that first place of resistance, not because it would be bad to do so, just because we're doing something a little different for your neck today. And then when you're ready, you're going to bring your gaze back forward, over to the other side, paying attention to the first new sensation or the first bit of resistance when it crops up. It might be different from the other side, and then we're just going to stay and breathe. Relaxing where you can. And then we'll come back through center over to the first side, paying attention to the first new sensations in your neck, pausing when you feel them. And then we'll just add a gentle nod here like you're saying yes, respecting any sensations that you feel, so keeping everything light and comfortable. And then bring your gaze level, turn back to center, over to the other side, paying attention to the first sensations of resistance wherever they appear, and then nod your head like you're saying yes. This movement also can be very small if you like, or it might get a little bit bigger. We're going to use the sensations that you feel in your neck as a guide, and remember for today, we're not pushing into any discomfort or tightness. Rather, we're being really gentle and just seeing if we can remap things a little bit in your neck. So we can get a little bit of relief. And bringing your chin back level, gaze back to center. And now we're going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder, any amount that feels good. Paying attention to sensations again, stopping when you get the first resistance. And then you can shake your head here like you're saying no. Nice slow movement. Pay attention to all the sensations. See if you can stay in a range that feels comfortable and easy. And where you're not pushing into any tightness, but just moving back and forth within. These repeated movements can be really helpful for your brain to recalibrate things. Nice, easy breathing throughout. And then next time your gaze and chin come down to that right shoulder, pause and take a full breath. And we'll just gently bring the crown of the head up. And then left ear to the left shoulder. Pay attention to any sensations, any tightness. Just coming over till you feel those first new sensations. And then see how it feels to shake your head here, like you're saying no. Nice, easy, gentle movements with a lot of awareness of sensation. Creating connections to the muscles of your neck. And seeing if you can find movements that you can do with ease. And then next time your gaze and chin come down to that left shoulder, pause there, take a full breath. And then bring the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. So now we're going to think about nodding the head in this position. And if you think about bringing your chin to the chest, what a lot of people will do is poke the head forward from the lower vertebrae of the neck. So instead of that, I want you to think about moving your skull on the top vertebra of the neck. So you're going to move right from the very top of the neck. It's more like taking the chin in towards your throat. And if you feel like you're giving yourself a double chin, that's the movement we're looking for. So you're going to take your chin in towards your throat, moving your skull on the top vertebra of the neck. And then you're going to lift here and take the gaze very slightly up. We don't have a lot of movement before we start moving more of the neck. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with moving more of the neck. We're just trying to really isolate this movement up in the upper joints a little bit more. So you're finding this nod of the head. Keeping it in a range that's comfortable and easy, right? So we're not pushing into any resistance. And then you might take the chin in, pay attention to the sensations. And then if it feels okay, you might start to roll down the neck a little more, involving more of the vertebrae little by little, but moving from top to bottom as best you can. And keeping this comfortable and easy as best you can. So not everyone will be able to bring the chin in all the way. And then you're going to roll back up again. Maybe slight lift to the gaze. And come back to your starting position. And then we'll just check in again. So taking the crown of your head maybe in circles. Or maybe side to side and forward and back. Starting small. And just see if anything changed. Is there anything different about the quality of the sounds in the neck? Is there anything different about the amount of tension or pain? Now we all prefer to see change. So if something changed in how your neck feels, you probably feel good about that. It's important to note, though, that even if nothing changed, that's really important information. It may be that you need more guidance as to what to do next in order to create the change that you want. but it still is really important to notice what works and what doesn't. It may be that you want to try this again for a few days and see what happens as you repeat these exercises over time. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear them in the comments. And I hope this is interesting to explore and really helpful for those of you with tension or pain in the neck. Take really good care. Thank you for practicing with me.